Water is probably the most important thing in any garden. And as a starting point for heritage work, water has been central to the agroecological cultures in eastern southern Africa. And amongst the Xhosa, a seasonal ukugelesha is one of the earliest rainwater harvesting practices for retaining soil moisture for the coming season. And this work has been explored with Tich Pesanai and the Amanzi for Food group, and it provided us with starting points for tuning into the curriculum and into sustainability concerns around water harvesting and the sensible use of water to grow vegetables. So for centuries, the Xhosa experienced cycles of drought, particularly in their homeland, the Eastern Cape. Cattle people harvested imifino and grew vegetables in household gardens. Each winter season, as Orion's belt became visible in the night sky, they would put cattle into the fields before breaking the ground, ukugelesha, in preparation for the spring rains that would eventually come. But the winter rains would soak in to the ground and be available for the spring plantings. Regional climate variation did not enable them to predict when the rains would come each year, and ukugelesha captured winter rainfall to aid ploughing and to enable germination if the season started late. So climate change and soil moisture were key in the harvesting that the Xhosa did through ukugelesha. How are things today? Well, most people don't grow vegetables, and a lot of the rainwater from roofs just flows into the ground. And if the ground is hard, it flows off the surfaces and does not accumulate in the groundwater. So what does this mean to us today? Well, many people water by hosepipe in their gardens. Some people very sensibly have put up water tanks, but they're often an emergency water supply. And how can we combine the thinking of the past in ukugelesha and having a water tank, or looking at the soil moisture? Do we water with a watering can or with a hosepipe? And what would this mean to us in terms of the moisture in the soil? So there's a tremendous amount to be learned by looking at the Xhosa, to touch the past in our memories, to realize the sense of the ukugelesha, the storage of water in the soil so it wouldn't evaporate. And this can allow us to feel the future flying on the wings of imagination. What can we do with water? How can we use it to produce food locally? And what would it mean for our health to be producing our own food? So history is really important, and historical cultures in Southern Africa provide us a lot of wisdom that we can bring into our teaching in our classrooms.